G'day Ninja, I've got Aaron on the table here. Just going to show you something really simple, but it's evolved over a very long period of time. So like over 25 years for me, like working on the lower back, around the sacrum, into our money spot region. But just going to show you a really simple thing is just holding that sacrum down. So just that pressure directly downwards and connecting in like an entry point to connect in with Aaron's body and make it meaningful. So we really try and put the right amount of pressure on for wherever Aaron's body's at, and then just maintain it. So it's like this bearing down, directly down. And then once I'm in there like that, I've softened these really thick connective tissues, this rubber-like tissue just here. What I can do, I can just lean back a little, and then I'm gonna be hitting on that SIJ. So where those two bones kind of overlap each other, the sacrum and the pelvis there, we can kind of put some pressure onto that as well. So it's just an angle change. So I haven't changed where my heel of hand is on the body, so I can go down and go back. So that hasn't changed, but how does that feel when I go from here to there?
Yeah, they both feel like mobilizing strokes, but the second one feels like you're almost creating space between that ilium and the sacrum. It's like you're kind of separating those layers.
Yep.
Whereas the first one just feels like, I guess, a deeper pressure, but still there's some kind of separation happening. So, you know, it's not really like, say, a massage stroke. It's more of a joint. You're getting into the joint, you know. So I think that's what makes it a great opening ritual for us, doesn't it, Ninja? It just gets us centered, and it's nice to receive, because you can't do this to yourself, you know. You can't get that pressure.
Yeah. And so I'm doing something subtly different here again. So I'm putting more pressure back that way. So I'm just changing the connection where my hand goes, so that part through the middle of my hand here, I can push back towards that way, like that. So I'll put it there so you can see, but I'm pushing down with both hands, and then I can just mobilize again. So it's like you're pushing it down, then you're pushing it out, then you're pushing it back into its spot.
It's so good.
Like that. So you can kind of oscillate between the three different vectors. So straight down, 45 out, then kind of a 45 back, and that kind of really starts to mobilize.
Yeah, that might be my favorite of all the three. For me, that feels like whatever the separation is that's happening there, or compression, that's kind of the right direction for me. So yeah, that's why I think our lower back stuff is so effective, because you're not only doing the bodywork strokes, these joint mobilizations and all these little nooks and crannies that are getting mobilized and some fluid rushed into them. I think that's why people feel so good after our treatments, Ninja, because it's just so comprehensive. Yeah,
and just change an angle there, so more the pisiform towards the coccyx.
Yeah.
And then
that's cool. That feels more like a trigger point on a glute tendon now, which is sweet. You haven't changed your area at all, have you? But
no, it's just
four completely different feelings.
So we can do that as well. So that might help to push that down and separate this out a little, you know.
It feels like you're lengthening my leg.
Yeah. So these little stretches that you just know feel really good, you can kind of get them to happen for you in a passive kind of way. So pushing that down.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you're interested in learning a bit of this kind of stuff or receiving this kind of treatment, look us up. We've got links in bio to join our online practitioner course. New one starting in February next year, 2023. So,
or if you're local and you've got back pain, come see one of our guys. Or we've just finished the first intake of our Bodywork mentorship, and there's practitioners all over the world now. So there should be someone near you, or at least in your country, hopefully, or in your continent, that you could go see to get this work done. Yeah, it's amazing, Ninja.
Cool.
You guys don't know how good this feels.
Yeah. Get it done.